All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to yet another first day on launch play review, a first impressions review. This time it's another survival game, Edge of Survival. Escape to a relaxing survival sandbox surrounded by wildlife and nature. Gather materials and craft tools to turn your base into a warm, well-supplied home. Survive by fishing, hunting, cooking, and growing your own food. Guys, this game comes in at $13.99 US. 20% discount its first week. Brought to us by Studio Builderline. We click on them. Of course, it's our first title on Steam, and there's your price right there. But guys, don't be fooled like I just was, because I've already gave this game a quick try, and though the trailer here makes it look pretty damn nice, the art style looks pretty good, this game is as lazy as it can get. We'll be back to show you the gameplay and show you why you should avoid Edge of Survival and this lazy asset flip right after this. Zaxter 99. Welcome back, everybody. So when we launch the game, it does come up with a Made in Unity logo. Nothing wrong with that. And when we go in here, guys, we're going to go ahead and check out the settings here real quick. We see the font style. Take notice of that. You have your settings here. Inventory, I've changed from I to tab. Display, the highest resolution is 1920 by 1080. 60 hertz here frame rate, but then you can set a frame rate limit to 120, but if it's locked in at 60 hertz, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense. And, you know, you can make it a windowed mode if you want to, and what monitor you want to output it to. Here, your controls, your graphics, it starts off with everything by low, which is really weird. At least it does have a motion blur on or off, so I like that. But you can go in and change all these settings, but it doesn't really matter, guys. When you go ahead and close this and you launch a game, I'm going to give you 4 slots. Guys, you guys can go in and look at my M.I.S.S video number 267. And when we look at this M.I.S.S video here, guys, we see really quickly that right up here, day 1, in that font, notice the font, day 1 of 1312. I do want to go ahead and thank my moderator, Brookie Bear, for pointing this out, because I didn't remember reviewing this game last summer of 2022. This Horde Survival, it's now changed its name to Horde Survival. But we see day 1 of 1312. Pay close attention to that font, and then also look at the sticks. Look at the sticks here on the ground that you pick up. And then also on the inventory system, and right here, take a pay attention closely to the font here, to the font in your crafting and inventory system. So it doesn't have exactly the same inventory system, because I think this one uses like a free inventory system. I've seen the same inventory and crafting system in other asset flips on Steam. But Horde Survival now made a M.I.S.S video last summer, 267. And when we start here, guys, look at that, day 1, and it tells you the time, day 1, just like that. Oh, and again, day 1 tells you the time, just like that. It almost starts at exactly the same time, I think, as well. Oops. Yep, starts at 12 o'clock, just like Horde Survival. Look at the sticks; they look exactly the same. Again, remember that font that I asked you to look at for the crafting system and the inventory system here? The inventory system is a little bit differently, but the font is exactly the same. So that tells me the art style is almost exactly the same as well. This is obviously using the exact same survival game template. I looked on the Unity Asset Store, I couldn't find it, but you know, it's probably a tutorial somewhere, or, you know, I don't know. But this asset flip is obviously out there. This asset kit is obviously out there. So if you play this game, you'll see it you'll quickly run out of things to do, and you'll quickly run into an invisible wall. And it's surrounded by 4 invisible walls, limiting your play area to a very small region size. So you can't go in the water, you can't go up in the mountains, you can't cross a river. You're just limited to a really small box size here in this particular game. There's no threat, there's no zombies, there's nothing that can attack you at this point. The only thing I've even seen in the game at this point is I've seen a bunny rabbit, and then a bird. That's it. So I haven't even seen a deer or a bear or anything like that in this game. So even if you was to buy this, even if you was to ignore the fact that it's an asset flip, There's really nothing to do. Yeah, you can chop down 100 trees and build yourself a nice base or whatever, but with nothing to challenge you, it's going to be extremely boring and tedious. And yeah, it's just garbage, guys. So again, want to go ahead and thank my moderator, Bertie Bear, for pointing this out to me. Uh, and of course, it's getting bullshit positive reviews here. If we look here at the early access game right up, he says he's going to add multiplayer co-op. So I am here right now, guys. If anybody wants to take me in the comments down below on my YouTube video, I will bet you a year from now, because it says 6 to 12 months, I will bet you $500 a year from now this game is long abandoned and multiplayer co-op is nowhere in the game. This game will be long abandoned by then. Anybody wants to take me up on that, that's how confident I am that this is a lazy asset flip by yet another lazy asset flipper right here, Studio Builderline. Shame on you for promising multiplayer co-op and actual enemies and more regions and stuff like that in your lazy asset flip. You are a scumbag, and you're just out for the money grab. You know it, I know it, and you're not fooling anybody. You made yet another miss video, Mr. Studio Builderline, and your whole early access write-up is just a bunch of lies. Like I said, you know it, I know it. This is complete garbage, guys. There's nothing here of any substantial value. There's nothing here to challenge you. It's just another lazy asset flip. So there it is, guys. Be sure you comment down below. And be sure you comment down below if any of you guys want to take my $500 bet that this game will never have multiplayer co-op added. Thanks so much for watching, everybody. We'll see you in the next video. Take care, everybody.